And this session of yogic sleep, Yoga Nidra, will be guided by myself, Rachel Barnes, and my interpretation of it, which I've named Self-Union. And it's honouring the great mystery that is life and our place as humans within it. I use this form of meditation myself very regularly for gentle self-inquiry and to remind me of my connection to everything. It can really help us to get out of our heads and unite the mind with the body, dipping into states of relaxation in which healing can take place. And from a scientific point of view, it works with the brain waves to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. Whilst from a spiritual point of view, it really tackles anxiety. And this practice can even help you carve out a deeper sense of self and purpose. You don't need to do anything from now on. All you have to do is lie down and listen to my voice. Sorry for any background noise outside. My flat can get noisy out here a little. But let's begin now. And placing the body in what feels like a straight line, you can wing the shoulder blades back slightly to open the chest and tuck your chin just a little to lengthen the spine. Arms and legs a comfortable distance apart from the body. Palms up. Feet flopped out to either side. If for whatever reason you find lying on your back uncomfortable, lying on the side is fine. My instructions at the start and the end might just be spoken as if you're lying on the back. So any last movements needed to be even 5% more comfortable, please make those now before resisting any more movement between now and the end of the 20-minute practice. If you do need to move at any point once we've started, just do so as calmly as possible and then regain stillness. And if you fall asleep at any point, that's absolutely okay. Bring yourself back when you can to the awareness of my voice. There will be a few natural pauses in my speech, so don't worry about this. So taking a deep breath in and out through the nose. And another. And a third breath in and out in your own rhythm. And listening to any distant sounds, anything outside of the building, any atmospheric noises in other rooms, perhaps something audible in your own room. And finally, anything to be heard in your own body, listening to your breathing. And deepen this breath now. Try to really feel the breath at the back of the throat, sounding almost like the sea's tide, in and out, as it might do when snoring, as if in a deep sleep. Imagine the room surrounding you and see yourself lying on the floor. And with the eyes closed, awaken the internal vision now. Observing the inside of your eyelids, any light filtering through, or any images, shapes or colours projected there. Feel the blanket or clothing against your skin and the air touching where your skin is uncovered. And sensing now all the points of contact between the body and the surface beneath you. Feel the back of the head, the shoulder blades, the backs of the arms and the hands, the sacrum, backs of the thighs and the calves meeting the floor, and then the heels. And see if you can feel all these points together. Connect with them all together at once. One single plane of contact. And next, focus on the points of the body that don't touch the floor beneath, the surface underneath you. The spaces in between that naturally curve away. The back of your neck, the lumbar curve of your spine, perhaps the back of your knees and your Achilles. And bring your attention to all these points of non-contact and hold them together. All these sensations are welcoming you back home to your natural ease of authentic being. And during the practice, recognize any impulse that arises within you, maybe to desire things to be anything other than they are. Just recognize any impulse within you that wants to change what is into something else. Simply note that and welcome this tendency that happens so that you find yourself accepting everything that is arising just as it is, just as you are. We're continuing the mental tour of the body now. Shift your awareness slightly to each part of the body as I name it. So really moving your consciousness down from inside the head now to your right hand and feeling the right hand thumb. And follow it now as it moves across to your first finger, second finger, third finger, and little finger. Feel the palm of the hand and the back of the hand. Sense the right wrist up to the elbow, right shoulder, and armpit. And feel down the side of the rib cage to your waist, your hip, front of the right thigh, back of the thigh. Feel the knee and the back of the knee, your shin, calf muscle, ankle. Feel the arch of the right foot, the sole of the foot, then the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Feeling the top of the foot and traveling back up through the ankle, the knee, the hip, and coming to rest in the middle of the pelvis, awareness of the pubic bone. And become aware now of the whole right-hand side of the body. Feel all the right-hand side of the body together at once. And next, move your consciousness over to the left thumb. The left thumb moving to the first finger, second finger, third finger, and little finger. palm of the hand, and back of the hand. Take the awareness up to the left wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and the armpit. And down the side of the rib cage to your waist, your hip, the front of your left thigh, back of the thigh. Feel the knee and the back of the knee. Your shin, calf muscle, ankle, arch of the left foot, sole of the foot, then the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and little toe. Feeling into the top of the foot and back up through the ankle, the knee, the hip, and finding rest again in the middle of the pelvis. Consciousness now of the whole left-hand side of the body, the entire left-hand side together at the same time. Feel now deep into your chest area, into the right side of the chest and the left side, and the whole chest together. Down to the diaphragm, feel the navel and your whole abdomen together. And sense the whole of the right leg and the whole left leg, the whole right arm and the whole left arm, the pelvis, the right buttock and the left buttock, right side of the spine and the left side of the spine. Awareness touching the right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, both shoulder blades together. Feel into the base of the skull, then the back of the head, up to the very top of the head, the forehead, the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right temple, left temple, the right eye, the left eye, right eyelashes, left eyelashes, both eyes together, the right cheekbone, the left cheekbone, both cheekbones together. Feel the right ear, the left ear, and both ears together. Feel the length of the nose, the tip of the nose. Sense the whole nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, both lips together, the space between the lips, sensing into the mouth, into the teeth and the gums, feeling the tongue, relaxing the tongue, awareness of the chin and the jaw, really relaxing the lower jaw. And feel the whole face now. And the whole of your head. Be aware of the whole head. And expand that consciousness to hold the whole of your body. Complete awareness of the entire body. Whole body awareness. Now imagine the body feeling very, very heavy. As heavy as lead in sand. All of your limbs weighed down such that you can almost feel your imprint below. You're so heavy that if somebody tried to move you, they would not be able to. Heavy body. And letting go of the feeling of heaviness now. Imagine the body next feeling extremely light. So light that you're barely touching those surface points between the body and the surface beneath you. Imagine every breath you take in inflates your limbs and your torso. And you're so weightless that your whole body could be a big helium balloon, ready to float off at any moment. And imagine for a few rounds of breaths now, feeling very light on the in-breath and heavy on the out-breath. In your own rhythm, you're inhaling to feel lightness spread throughout the whole body and exhaling to relax down and surrender even further to the support beneath you. And letting go now of any feeling of heaviness or weightlessness, returning to the normal feeling of your weight on the surface supporting you. And take the concentration to the base of the throat, the small hollow in the middle of the collarbones. Imagine you are breathing in a ray of golden light. Soft, warm, golden light filtering gently in with the inhalation through that point between the collarbones. Every breath you take allows in more golden energy that gradually spreads throughout the whole body. Begin to count these slow, deep breaths, counting 1 for the in-breath and 2 for the out-breath, 3 for the next in-breath, 4 for the out, in the rhythm of your own natural breath. And stay with the feeling of the golden light spreading right down to the fingers and toes. Carry on the count to 10. If you reach 10, start again at 1. And leaving the counting for now, shifting the consciousness up from the throat to the space between the eyebrows. And imagine you are on top of a very large hill, stood taking in the view, an expansive panorama around you, a cityscape in the very far distance, but before that, below your line of sight for miles around, are rolling pastures and meadows, with wildflowers and bushes, and the odd animals scurrying past in the distance. It's dusk, and the darkness is falling quickly. The crescent moon is now visible, and a whole sky of shining stars. And suddenly, in a matter of seconds, it is dawn again. Pinks and mauves rising from the horizon before the blazing sun breaks the surface and lights the whole of the sky. Visualize dusk falling once more, with the coolness of the breeze and the buzzing of insects. And next see dawn rising again, with birdsong and the smell of the morning dew. Imagining now, for a few moments, you have a different construction to your head, where you have eyes at 180 degrees between them, like a bird. So you can really see all around you. Your vision is stretching all the way around to the left and all the way around to the right. And on one side of the hill you're standing on, it's dusk. And on the other side, it's dawn. You can see the night sky clearly on one side and bright daytime on the other. Night and day at the same time. You can see and feel and hear both dusk and dawn together. Hold them united in your consciousness for as long as you can. How does that feel? And abandoning this scene now, just sense a little ball of golden energy still resting at your breastbone. Bring the focus completely down to the chest and see the ball of energy glowing there. Feel it in your heart space. Rest in the warm resonance of the inner journey you've just taken, being fully in the heart space. And slowly, when you're ready now, take a deeper, slightly louder breath. And another. And a third, in your own rhythm, coming back to the awareness of yourself in the room and sensing the space around you. Imagine yourself lying on the floor and see the walls and the windows and the door. Make now small gradual movements with your fingers and toes, extending those into rotation of your wrists and your ankles, bringing animation back to the body and full awareness back to the mind now. Bend your knees up and place your feet flat on the floor to release the lower back. And turn your left ear towards the floor, then your right ear, gently waking up the neck muscles. Remove your eye mask if you have one. And if you like, you can rub your hands together. Quite quickly, rub the palms together to create some energy and heat before placing the palms of your hands over your eyes. It's quite nice to open your eyes gently into your hands, flutter them open. There's no hurry. And remove that hand slowly to let the light in. Even though it really is dusk falling now. And when you're ready, you can roll onto one side and push yourself gently up to seated. This practice, yogic sleep is complete now. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have to do anything, rush around, make sure you're fully grounded and awake and aware before you rush around. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you got any questions, any comments?
Great, thank you, Rachel. God, I'm feeling so sleepy now. Well,
oh, really? That's good.
This was really good, but like I didn't sleep, but it was really, I felt very much like, yeah, I felt very much separated from my body in some points, like in moments, and like a very full awareness of my body, but yet being somewhere else. It was quite interesting. Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
It was magical. Thank you so much. I loved it. Exactly what I needed. Wonderful.
Great. I'm glad. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would just echo what the others have just said, really. I was kind of conscious, but also not really conscious in some parts, almost like I was asleep and then I could kind of come back into it again. It was really lovely. Thank you.
Good, I'm glad. That's good. It's a sign that we're surfing the brainwaves correctly, just to bring really deep relaxation. If you feel like you're almost asleep but not, that's the best state. Yeah, I'm really pleased. That's good. Good. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the comments as well. That's really good. Lovely.
So we still have a few minutes if people want to share or ask questions.
Has anybody else done it before, Yoga Nidra?
I've done it once or twice, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't done it before, but I know that there are so many like variations of yoga and what that means to people. So what is it that specifically makes Yoga Nidra like its own thing, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, Nidra means sleep, so it's very much this type of yoga is so easy, anyone can do it. So if you're infirm, if you're in bed, if you've had some operation or you're not very well, it's the type of yoga that anyone can do, because you don't have to move the body, you don't need leggings or anything, you can just it's good for everybody. Yeah, I love it. And I think it helps with a lot of modern day stresses. It can really like heal your mind. That's how I've experienced it. That's why I'm so into it myself. So I practice every day and I love it.
It's lovely. I'm doing a course at the moment. It's called Positive Intelligence, and it's doing a lot of, it must be Yoga Nidra, but you have to do it during the day as well for 2 minutes at work. So you have to stop 3 times and it's just for 2 minutes and you just do touch and it's very, very similar. The sounds, all your senses, trying to use them. And it's really interesting to do it in a space where you're not completely, sort of quiet, and it's so useful. It's really, really helping. So that was lovely. Thank you. I didn't want it to stop.
Oh, great, thank you.
Yeah, I was going to say I regularly do yoga nidra, but not like every day, but regularly during the week. The classes that started in lockdown, and it's because online's kind of, well, I feel it's kind of perfect for yoga nidra, because when you finish, the last thing you want to do is like go outside, especially in winter, and kind of walk up the road or wake up. It's lovely to stay just nice and kind of relaxed and chilled. So it was really good. Thank you.
Good. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, it's a good time of day. It's a good time in the schedule to do this right at the end. Yeah. Actually, I don't know who's next to me. I hope everybody's going to wake up in time. Who's the next act?
Yeah, because we're gonna have ecstatic dancing actually just coming up.
Oh, that's good.
So it's gonna wake us up. But I was actually curious as to like, so Rachel, you say you do it every day. Like, do you do it just before you go to bed, or do you?
Yeah, there's different benefits to doing it at different times of day, and everybody has their own preference as well, because everybody's different. But if you go to bed, it can help you sleep. Yeah, it can help you unwind from all the stresses of the day. If you do it first thing in the morning, it sounds like a strange time to do it, because you sort of should be getting up raring to go. But some people find it hard to wake up, you know, and they're not morning people. So sometimes it's good to lay there for an extra, even 10 minutes session, and you know, use it to set your intention for the day. And equally, you could even do it at lunchtime, working from home. It's brilliant. That's what I've been doing a lot, just having a break at lunch to do it. And so before or after eating, before getting on with the rest of the day to reset.